Yes, 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 yes. What up, guys? What up? Pop, 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 bang, bang, bang. What up, what up, what up? Yes. Can you hear me? That's the first thing. Yes, yes. Nadav is here early for me funds. Of course, I'm here for me funds. That's what drives me. Yeah, that's what drives me. You know, it's not about the money. It's about the funds. Like Ricky and Petite's got voodoo magic, man. Huh? What you talking about, blood? Ain't no juju in this house. Although we did burn. This is all that's left of the nonce. We did burn the nonce the other day, but like I said, it's not the juju. Oh no, look. This is what's left of the nonce. There's that pussy hole. That's what's left of the nonce. Look, you can still see a little bit of sunglasses. Look, can you see? Fucking wrongin'. Wrongin'. Yes, should be alive for his fellow basement when he neats. That's right. We're not better to do on a Friday night. We know about that, homeboy. But that's okay. It's better to be a neat. Ricky out for the fans. Can you all hear me? That's all I asked for. Can you hear me? That's what I asked for. Right. I got to make sure I got me tings. Clap. Got me a little black book to write anything interesting comes up. Right. I got me drink. And I got the remnants of the nonce he got burnt. Look. Hang on, where's this? Can you see that's his? Yeah, that's his eye. Yes, Triple B saying that. What you mean? Yes, you can hear it, right? Yeah, I hope so. Pop, 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 bang. Loud and clear, my brother. I just want to be sure. I'm using my iPad. I'm just get a clearer picture, but you know, when I sort out my PCs, I'm still rebuilding a couple of them, and one of them went just completely. The memory is completely full, and I mean, oh man, it's a pain in the ass. But maybe I should just get a new one, but I can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? Even after Michael Malone is super generous. Yeah? Super generous chats. He gave me over £8, didn't he? £90. But obviously, what's the face? YouTube take that thing, but still, man, much love to Michael. So he's taking a few times off work. Did you see Bacardi weigh £300 flabby girl? Yes, and I'm going to do a video on this. I'm saying it's worth putting a small bet on Bacardi. I mean, not Bacardi, the other one, Takam. Takam is in real good shape, which he always is. And yes, he's a bit crude, a bit slow, and he's like 40. But Bacardi is 20 pounds above what he's weighed before. That's not good. Bacardi gasses. Yeah, I think if Takam can outwork him, you get 6.5. I've dropped a tenner on. It's up to you what you do with that tip. It's up to you. It's up to you what you do with that tip. But to come in that fat, you know, and he gassed with Huntner. Remember that. So to me, 6.5 is worth a tenner. That's a tenner. You get 65 pounds back. 55 pounds. You know, maybe worth more. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't because Takan's a bit worn, but he looks in super shape, and Macaulay's fat. You know, I think if you get through the early rounds, I think Macaulay will gas. R.I.P. Murphy's dad. Oh, sorry, I didn't miss that, Dan Murphy. Big up, Chubby. Sorry, sad news to me, bro. My dad passed away last. Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. I'm sorry, I missed that, brother. Damn, I'm so sorry, brother. Was it unexpected, or was he an illness? I mean, yeah, my dad passed away in front of me, man. Yeah, and brother, my thoughts. I'll give you a prayer as well tonight for your father and for you. I mean it. People say that and they do nothing. Like, do you think Eddie Hearn actually gets on his knees and gives thoughts and prayers to anyone? No, he doesn't, man. Yeah, but rest in peace. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. Like I said, I hope that it wasn't too painful. I hope it wasn't, you know, I don't know if it was sudden or if it was an illness. Tell us, brother, if you want, of course. Takam will knock out the nonce. I'm not convinced Bacoli's a nonce. I think he put up some nonce, but he might have been trying to expose people. Some people say he was trying to expose a certain person who's in the black belt. Dan Murphy, thanks, bro. Oh man, there's nothing he can do to make things like this better, you know. Like I said, I lost my dad in front of me, man. So whatever. Get up with Triple B in the club. Dave Mackus go, what up, man? I'm actually in the club with a bottle of bub with my thugs. Yeah, and I see David Greenblatt in the club, and I say, let's spliff up, blood, with his lighty. Pete Townsend, defense from Bacardi. Yeah, I agree, but it's very odd. I didn't see, and I wouldn't have clicked on any nonsense apart from if that's illegal. I don't want to see it, but I don't know what the text said, you know, whether you just put it up, but it's just on its own, in which case, I don't know, man. My boy MJ, boxing 199. I'm actually excited for tomorrow. It feels like I got to be honest with you, bro. Yeah, I got to be honest. Firstly, thanks to the 199, brother. I am looking forward to it. I'm actually quite buzzing. I put a load of bets on. I mean, I don't usually bet that much. I've got so many bets on, so many accumulators, so many. If they all came in, I'll make over £1.5 million. But that's not going to happen. I mean, we're not over £1 million, so that's not going to happen, right? But I could put about 150 worth of bets on, and a bunch of other stuff. I mean, you know, look, the first thing is break even. After that, soul gravy, you know. But I'll keep you updated. I mean, I've done so many I can't really talk about it. Some of them are just crazy accumulators. I just felt like a bit of fun. But yeah, tomorrow, you know what? The Ngannou Fury fight is people are, it's not real, but yeah, I understand that. And Ngannou looks terrible. I mean, terrible. Apart from his huge muscles, he's a ginormous buck, right? But Fury, if you wanted to, you could KO Ngannou in a round. I mean, he's so much better. He's such a novice in Ngannou, and he doesn't even hit that hard for a guy that big. What does he hit the hardest in the world? It's just nonsense, man. I think, but it's the undercard. I mean, I want Tyson to go out and blast him out. I said between rounds 5 and 8, and that's what my bet was on. But that's because I think he's going to carry him, and I want to win the money, so I want that. But I'd still laugh if he blasted Ngannou out. And then all the undercard fights. You got Tak Ambakoli, interesting fight. Simon Hunt, Joe Parker. Parker big favorite, but still interesting fight. You got Makhmudov. He's some guy who's going to boat. Yeah, Makhmudov is an exciting, weird fighter. He looks like a monster, man. Yeah, so I am buzzing. I mean, some guy of course he can. It's whether or not he carries him, you know. RO wants peace talk. I can't spot coming like Triple R. You said you were going to return Triple 4 preferably. I've missed a chance. Well, I appreciate that, man. And there's nothing like goodness, you know. The thing is, if you are the Christian as I am, then olive branch is good, which is why, you know, and I get this for that sometimes. Oh, you shouldn't let Sonny get away with that. I said, look, I mean, I know you was angry with Sonny, but Sonny shows some different qualities. He's not, you know, and you know, it's my moral compass to accept, but you got to be watch out because you can be played, and I realize this, and I believe I would be played to some extent. But you know, and don't make out that I'm like, you know, enthralled by having, you know, Sonny Edwards on the channel. I mean, blood clot. I've hung out with severe, proper celebrities. Triple B going to be a millionaire for the third time. Yeah, I doubt it, man. They'll probably find a reason. Paddy Power find a reason not to pay me, but a millionaire for a third time. Well, I've got various bets, not just Paddy Power. I've got Sky. I got banned from Bet365 for winning too much, which I hadn't won that much, but over the course of 20 years or whatever, I probably like 15 grand up, and they said, well, we don't want this person. You know, this is bullshit. Sky Bet, Betfair. I mean, loads of bookies, basically. So, all right, did you ever support John Venom? He said he was going to go and support him. I mean, Venom was clearly a nonce. Yeah. You did say you would go to, but look, I'm glad you've seen the light, man. Triple R takes drugs. I don't anymore, actually. But I don't know why I said that randomly. But I'm you know, when it comes to the seasonal holiday time, the fake pagan festival, I'll probably have a bit of a party. I might have one day of sniff and smoke some greens for a few days and go back to being straight. Dan Morphy, he was in hospital for 6 weeks, mate. Okay. Had ton of flights, but damn, he was the funniest man in the world. Job 121, the Lord gave, and the Lord will take away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. Thanks. God bless you, brother. That's beautiful, man. To choose that verse, and that's a super verse, man. I'm sorry, I feel a bit sad, you know, on your account because it's tough, man, to lose. You know, and it sounds like, you know, you had such a great relationship with your dad. You know, I'm a bit jealous of people like that. I don't have a great relationship with family. I had this dysfunctional upbringing, but yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. God bless. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless your father's soul, bro. Well, that's the rumor. Mark, I got kicked off out of casino once for winning too much. I know, by too much I mean about 2K, which is nothing. For those that think I'm like, I mean, yeah, that's a crazy thing. And I thought, right, I can't believe I got banned from Bet365. Up to the year, I'd won about 600 quid on them, not much. But if you went out all the time I've been there, I won like 15 grand because I used loads of different bookies, which is pittance, right? You know, let's say grand a year or something. Then I thought, hang on a minute. You see, you imagine if you're bet 365 and you've got the consistent winners winning a grand every year, right? Right. If you ban what 1,000 of them, right? If you ban 1,000 people that regularly win £1,000 every year, you're saving £1 million a year. You see what I'm saying? So from a business sense, I'm starting to understand. However, it's disgusting. Anyone, you know, how could there be a law saying no, you know, it's fine if you can dash them out because we don't want winners. It's nuts. They're basically admitting, and the government allows it to happen. And of course, the government are in their pockets anyway. I think bookies actually have a limit on how much they will pay out. I'm not sure what it is. It's $1 million according to, I had a look because I originally put bets on. One of them was, I mean, these are like mad accumulators. So I'm not going to come in, but one of them, and like I put a pound on it, was a 30 million. I don't even know how I got those odds together, blood. You know? Well, there's a few. I think it's 15 million. One was like 5 million. Another was 6. The total thing was 30 million to one off about 50 quid, right? Yeah. And one of them was just mad, like I say, off about £1 or £2, about 50 mil. But yeah, the limit they said was 1 mil. But I said it was in triple R because peed off. I felt like I talked it through and I explained myself, and I think that was very reasonable. I think you went. Oh wait, on reflection, I was wrong. And I'm saying, that's okay, bro. You know what? You know, I got family and people like that and friends who can never admit that they're wrong. And I think that's such a terrible character trait. We can all lose our rag. We can all make the wrong decisions. But sometimes we need to hold our hands like, yeah, I did the wrong thing. Thank you, bro. That's cool, man. I appreciate that, man. I hope you're not no double agent, though, bro, because I got to watch out with double agents, you know. Sonny's a bit of a, dodgy one, isn't he? He's a bit, you know, you don't know if he's playing me, like you said, and I'm watching that. Don't worry about that. NJ Boxing, no, bro. He had a bad bowel and had to be removed, man. Oh, you're talking about, yeah, because MJ asked if he had cancer. Yeah, oh man, that's such a shame. God bless you and your family, right? Sorry, Dan. I assume was your dad? I mean, you're an Irishman living in Australia. Was he in Australia or was he in Ireland? Dave McEsquire. Holy moly, great Ebony vid. I enjoy it, especially those close-ups. Great. Biatches. Thank you, brother. I'm glad you appreciate it. Join the community of the funds. Make sure you subscribe and like. Oh, acoustic gymnastics isn't here. He will say like. Subscribe. Comment. Especially the likes, right? Because the likes help a lot because I get attacked by wrong-uns like the Triple Venimals and people like that. And all the other wrong-uns. Spencer. Yeah, but you're protected by having lots of likes because the algorithm just dismisses their nonsense. So yeah, likes nice about like. Comment. Oh, I said donate if you want. I'm not gonna push it tonight after Michael Maloney was so generous. You know, so generous, man. Okay, all right. Why are you pissed off? Two people will tell you. Oh, just said quit. You thought I was sucking up to Sonny Edwards, and I was bending over for him. And I explained. Well, I explained firstly. No, I'm not. I didn't ask him all the different questions. I asked him some different questions. I also said he was on probation. I said I know it's 3 hours, but you got to watch the whole thing. You got only watch. Yes, I did. I rinsed Michael out because he had a crack at me anyway, and he deserved it by being a bit cowardly. I appreciate the prayers, but yeah, God bless you, love. You know, and God bless you, yeah, Michael. Thank you, Michael. MJ. Sorry, MJ Boxing. So, yeah, God bless you, and bless the Irish people too. 30 mil to one is lottery level odds. Exactly. I mean, I don't know how I built it up, but I was predicting exact rounds and getting outsiders, and I was like, how on earth can it? Like I said, it wasn't exactly 30 mil to one. One bet was I think actually, if I think about it, I put £2 on for 50 million to one. So. That was 7.5 million to one. So that was the longest. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was stood to win 30 mil. I mean, I was like, this can't be real. Anyway, they said, no, we can only pay up to $1 million. So there you go, man. I'll never go to Saudi. I don't know anyone would want to go to Saudi. They will change, by the way. You know, people said they're Wahhabi, they're strict Muslims. They will never allow bati business. They will never allow drinking, but they will because the Saudis are changing. And they reckon the oil might run out or whatever. I think they're moving towards it being a centre of the NWO, and they will allow this. Look, they've already allowed. Do you remember when Usyk was fighting Gage, and they had a woman who was head of development of boxing sitting there? They would never have had that 10 years ago. I mean, women weren't even allowed to go out on their own. They weren't allowed to drive in Saudi. Look how much it's changed. Look how much the Western world's changed. Look how much Ireland's changed. They were quite traditional, Catholic, very nationalist, proud of themselves, anti-abortion, and all that kind of stuff. And now look at it. The propaganda and brainwashing in the new world order is so powerful. It just changes you. Yeah, I don't want to go to Saudi, man. So I want to go to Saudi. By the way, here's a red pill, brothers and sisters, if there are any. Right, here is a red pill. Check out who the Saudi royal family are. Check out what their background is. Ted Red, pop, 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 bang. Yeah, once again, Chubby in the house record. I love it, man. This is my Saturday night out. I have contacts in a big GG company. Yes, they can mark up as unprofitable. There are some consistent winners. GG, what's GG, bro? You can restrict the amount you can stake. I guess that's gambling, right? Nobody will win constantly doing that. Yeah, and they will. It's like, they'll do tricks and stuff. I mean, it's a bit different, but, like in Casino, that film. Oh, that's a grotesque film. Not a single character in there is nice, man. But, they either throw the guys that win out or, win too much out. Yeah? Or, the Japanese guy, they mess him up so badly that he's in no position to bet well. I mean, the things, they will just ban you here. It's just nuts. It's insane. They love the big spenders who lose, like so-called Lucky Lucan, who apparently was a big loser, man. I think he got lucky once, and they called him that as a sort of sarcastic thing. I think he was dumped in the sea. Either that or he spent his last days in Namibia. His name was Brian, but he was the image of Father Ted. Everyone called him Ted. It's funny. Oh, cool, man. I like the name Brian, actually, funny enough. My girlfriend's dad was called Brian. He passed away as well a few years ago, my ex. He was a lovely man, real nice family man, they take the good ones away, man. They take the good ones away. And then wrong ones like George Soros and Rothschild and Rockefellers and the king and queen stay alive. Well, I wonder why. You know why. Anyway, God bless you, my friend. Mark, bookies use algorithms to ban people. It's to do with betting habits. I punter constantly wins small amounts and banks them they hate. Yeah, they get banned. Someone who wins big amounts. Also, I had a number of techniques that I didn't like. I just bet on boosted odds. Yeah, above. Because, like I said, the bookie. Let me just give you a quick rundown. Right, the bookie has a 15% to 40% margin on every bet. So, like, if it was even, if it's 2-horse races, even, they don't give you even and even. They don't offer that. They offer 5-6, 5-6. And I don't know what the margin, the difference in one price and another is 15-20%, right? And that's their margin which they take. So for every pound, for every pound put down, they keep between 15 and 40p, and then they just bring it in. So, and they offer these boosted odds. And sometimes, if they're over 40%, I'll take it. Boom. I don't even have to know about the sport. Boom, I'll take that. And it's usually limited to 10 or 20 pounds, but sometimes they're not. And I just, that's another way of doing it. But I've been banned from promotions from Will Hill, and they don't like winners. I won like £400 at Will Hill in the 3 months, and they banned me from all promotions. And they banned me from big odds. I took a 16-1 bet. They said, "Sorry, you can only put a 50p on." It's just bullshit. So fake. Nadav says, "Sorry about your dad. I've done more for you." Yeah, thank you, Nadav. That's kind. Yeah, I mean, it's a shame. Oh, I've missed something there from MJ Boxing. Something about his. Oh yeah, my neighbor has his stomach removed. Now he's back in. Damn. God bless him, man. I hope. I mean, I don't know, man. Oh, he's back in Ireland, mate. Says Dan. Did you manage to make it there, brother? Did he manage to make it, or were you unfortunate? I mean, when's the last time you saw him? If you don't mind me asking, by the way. MB is taking over Saudi, and he said, well, Saddam wasn't actually that bad, obviously. It's just when he decided to turn against the euro, against the petrol dollar, then he was a bad guy. Yeah. Chip B was Dave Courtney, really a gangster. Well, what's no, man. No real gangster talks about it and boasts about it. He would have done some naughtiness. He would have known some naughty people. Yeah, definitely. But these guys are often they're cartoon characters, and they work with the police. Don't get me wrong. All the big gangsters work with police in the grass. Just look at Operation Tiberius and a book called Gangsters. I can't remember the name. It's a book about the Olympics, and the gangsterism and the turf war, and they all work with the popo. You can't grass. The can't grass thing. It's just used to keep the soldiers in check, and then to kill them if they step out of line. But them big guys all work with the popo. Okay, I got something big happening. My boy Andrew. Thank you, my brother. How many rounds will the Fury and Ngannou fight Triple B? I need to get my bet on it. Fury 610 all points has good value. Big up. Thank you, my brother Andrew. Thank you so much for the £10. So if you saw me preview, I think rounds 5 to 8. Okay, but the problem with the fight like this is seeing Ngannou on the pads compared to Tyson, who's got himself into quite good shape, actually decent shape. Tyson will play with him, and if you wanted to, you get Ngannou out in the first round. You can make Ngannou. You can make and certainly in the first 5 rounds if you want to. Make him gas, pop, stick a jab in his face, move around. Just messing around. He got no idea how to box in Ngannou, and stop him when he wants. But because it's a big event and because it's a sort of exhibition, I think he might carry him as late as round 8, bro. So I bet modestly on that fight, to be honest with you. Like I said, the value bet is Tyson to win by TKO, 1.62. However, there's not that's not a massive win, so I put it in a bunch of accumulators. I didn't do it on its own. That by the way, right, just think of the opinion you follow should be your own. Just think of this as another opinion from a total stranger online, as Dwight says. So I can't predict anything. I'll tell you what I do. You guys do what you want with that. I believe Tyson will carry him to between rounds 5 and 8. I don't know what the odds are on that. I think it's probably about, I don't know, what is it? I don't know what you get for that round group. I don't know, 5 to 1 or something probably. But I'm not betting big on it. Like I said, I got him a 1.62 TKO. That's not KO, that's TKO. So that's anything except KO. Any stoppage except KO. It's rare. It's very unlikely that Ngannou gets done on the 10 count. I think, yeah. But use only a few accumulators. That's what I'm doing. I can tell you what I'm doing. Remember, just think of it as an opinion from a stranger online. Understand? Only bet what you can lose. Dave Corney got ran out of Sheffield by Triple R. Is that what he's claiming? Triple R's dad, man. Triple R. Do you know, I don't even talk about that nonsense anymore. I've roasted him. I've taken care of him. I'm not, he can call my name. I just don't even actually know him. Obviously, I don't look at his channel. People send me stuff. I don't mind. So Dom, some guy was a real gangster. And some mental just graping him. That's the story. And I'm sure there was some truth in that. But, I'm not going to trust what the Americans say about someone they want to invade and want to make look bad. They also said that Saddam Hussein had built secret lakes that open like that with nuclear missiles that would come out like some James Bond thing. Come on, man. And I did it. I think most gangsters go grass. Most mafia members turn grass when looking at it long. Yeah. But some of them actively work with the police, right? While they're active, right? I'm not dead yet. Welcome back, bro. You've been away. Dan Murphy cheers. Fury wins by a Corey stoppage. Well, I think that's undeniable. Afterwards, I think it's strip him down like Thompson did to Opatana. Get me, Lily Cardi. I went to the gym today. I went to the gym today, and there's it's a fitness gym, right? And there's a punch bag there, but they had a fitness boxing. I said, I'll do that too. A fit boxing thing, so I'm in it, yeah. And listen, do you know what I find most amusing when you go into fit boxing thing? When you box or you know how to fight, there's always some guy who's done fit boxing, fitness boxing for 6 months or a year, and he thinks he's the business. And first, he doesn't recognize that you know how to box because and they start giving you tips. He goes, look, if I were you, I'd hold your hand a bit higher because you'll get clipped and you'll get knocked out. I was like, okay, mate, whatever. I said, actually. Sometimes I can't even bother to put them straight, but I was like, look, man, actually, if you're far away, you see a lot of fighters keep their hands a bit lower because it comes out of the hands come out what's it called? The field of view, and there's all kinds of other things. But when they're close together, they will hold it. I said, number one. Number two, I could take a shot. I just like, whatever, man. I laughed at him. I wasn't being mean. I was like, yeah, okay, man. And then, the guys, the fitness guys, they hold a pad. They never know how to hold a pad for you. They'll just take the shot. Bing. They won't, you got to hit. You got to catch the punch. Boom, boom. Create some resistance, right? They never know how to do that. So you punch right through this thing, and you're like, there's no resistance. You might as well be punching air. Anyway, the one time this guy said to me, yeah, Triple B. He goes, look, don't stop pushing with the pads. Just leave them there. And I was like, and this guy couldn't fight at all. He was like Ronda Rousey. And I said, Oh, drowsy. I said, well, mate, you're actually supposed to do that so you can feel. I didn't know, so you can feel a little bit of when you hit something. If you land a shot, then you're going to hit something. You can't just, I know it doesn't matter. I'm bothered. But it was quite fun. There was a couple of back in the day. Oh, there was this beautiful woman who I've seen in the gym a few times. A very beautiful body, beautiful skin, no tattoos. A very peachy batty, not that big ridiculousness that they go for. Anyway, back in the day, but it's different now. Area warm army, yeah. Well, I can't say much. I can't. And Goober going to sleep. You're not going to sleep. He gets stopped on his feet probably. Don't fiare, oh, boom, and Goober to the boom, yeah, boom, yeah. Probably like it too, Goober. Maybe there's a contract they don't get carried. We don't know about. I mean, it can be just a verbal contract. You're sitting down. You don't have to have a written contract. A verbal contract is actually just as applicable in law, but it's harder to prove, obviously. What recent fact would you say you got more strong? Mine was Convey's Brook. I was so convinced Conor would win. The most recent, I've been doing well, but I thought maybe Liam Smith would stop Eubanks late. Of course, I didn't know about his tremendous weight loss. And I thought Joyce would beat Zhang the second time, and he got marmalized. So, but I've done loads of good ones as well. But yeah, that's right. They all are off to his own shotgun. Now I want to see that picture. Allegedly, he did. Allegedly, he put a pillow on his face and blop. I mean, that's a bit weird. That's the sort of thing you do when you kill someone. You put a pillow, and he did a supposed video saying, "Oh, this is too much. I'm going to offer." So it's all very creepy. He may not even be brown bread, right? And it's like, they came to pay the toll. You got the money. You wrote the books. You got this, that, and the other. Did he even do jail time? I don't know. And it's so much pain, the arthritis. Listen, man, let me tell you something about it. When you're a gangster, right, or anyone who knows how to use the internet, you can get morphine, oxycontin, Vicodin, heroin, all these things online, and you won't feel no pain, bruv. Dan Murphy, still an Oz, mate. Thank God he came over twice for. Oh yeah, great. When did you last see him, brother? When they lost, did he speak on the FaceTime quite a lot? I mean, that's one of the good things about technology. Little Musgraves, according to that Michael Francis, yeah. Do you know his name's Michael Francis? That's how I pronounce it, because Americans can't pronounce Italian names, but it's actually Francesi. Or Francesi, which actually probably means French. That Michael Francis, was the introduction, said it was the introduction of Rico out to screw the mafia. Yeah, they could get you for desertion. Well, he's correct in that, but he's also a bit funny. He said he's turned to Christian, but I see some funny things. I like him. He was back in the day. I mean, he was stylish. He's in Goodfellas. I mean, he's an actor, not actually him. There was Michael. There was Fat Andy. There was Michael Francis. But I quite liked him. He was a very classy dresser, and he was more of a white collar criminal. Okay, this is what I'll tell you about this. Some of the biggest gangsters are not talked about. It's only the mafia and the Italians that talked about, isn't it? Guys like Bugsy Siegel and guys like that are not really talked about that much. And Mayor, what's her name? Mayor something, Schmeigel, I can't remember. Yeah, all these other gangsters that are of a certain background, who are more powerful than the Italian mafia, but they never get. If you look at Bugsy Siegel and stuff like that in films, they're always portrayed as kind of nice guys and all that. And yeah, they really went for the Italian Americans. They didn't go for the other gangsters. Well, there you go. And he may not even be brown bread. I mean, really, the mafia outside the US don't have to worry about equals. Yeah, true, but I mean, it's not the mafia. Mafia is two things, right? People use it all the time, right? Mafia is either like New York type Sicilian of Sicilian origin gangsters, or the Sicilian mafia. In Italy, it's not the mafia. That's only the Sicilians, and they were spawned by Moors, by the way. It's become a product word, a word to talk about all organized crime, but it's nonsense. In what's it called? In Italy, there's you got the Camorra. Have you seen a series called Gomorrah? It's really good, except it gets a bit weird and a bit of gender in the last couple of series. They introduce Transformers and battiness, but Gomorrah is really good. Gomorrah is in Sodom and Gomorrah, which is a play on words of Camorra. And there's the Ndrangheta, or whatever they're called. And they're all like, they do still really control. I mean, I feel a bit sorry for the normal people. So if you're very good at designing clothes and blah, 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 a lot of these fashion guys, they have to work for them. you know, it's no good, man. My boy, Chris Williamson, what's up, brother? Press Tribute, your video the other day about Hatton and his new was world class. She loves me for my personality. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. You know, like, you know, don't, you know, the Tribute is a small channel, right? But also a lot of people that are known don't want to, they don't want to subscribe to it because you could, a lot of accounts, I think you can hide it, but it will show who you're subscribed to. You know, Coogan, obviously, watch it. Time, it's featured Time loads of times. He laughs about it. Yeah, Time's very cool. I think Time's been on here once, I think, ages ago. Coogan. Oh, there's no way Gay J does not know because I rent Skins and Heine, and you know they know. They know. I've had one email from one of Skins' friends threatening me or claiming, you know, whatever, claiming. What else was there? I mean, there's definitely Tyson Fury knows because he knows. He's seen that Corey stuff. You know, boxing's a small community. It's very niche, man. You know, look at Sonny Edwards. You know, he knew from the beginning, from the Sam Stroller videos. You know, so you know, and the other channels, they all know who the Triple B is, and that's not beating me up. I mean, you know, I don't care in the sense that, you know, it doesn't help me that much. No, you know, but I just care about my funds, obviously. But yeah, them big people know. They've seen the videos and they post. I once had a video that had 2 million views. I took it down because I got attacked and demonetized, saying, "Oh, you can't reuse other people's contacts." Anything that had a little bit of content, I had to bring it down. I had 2 million. It was only a short, so I made no money from it. But 2 million views. There ain't no way that Tyson Fury didn't see it. It was about Tyson Fury. Thank you, my brother, Chris Williamson. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Francis is Neapolitan. Oh, is he a Neapolitan origin? Okay. I mean, it does mix and match, but generally, the mafia in, I believe, okay, correct if I'm wrong, the mafia in New York was generally Sicilian, man. Oh, it's triple up. Come on. Oh, right, I've got to go up because I missed a lot of stuff to go and talk to my boy, Chris Williamson. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Jim, mate. Okay, sorry. Yeah, everywhere the Albanians are huge around it. Believe that. And you know why? Because they're all linked. Yeah? And they all go back to the old country. You know, that's what was strong with the Italian mafia earlier on, because their parents, a lot of them were first generation. So they had all the links back in Sicily. In Sicily. The Sicilians had links in Sicily. So the old country is close. Now the Albanians, they're all cousins and related. It's a small country. You know, all the best dealers in London are Albanians. They're taking stuff over. Something like the Irish cartel doing strong in England and Spain. Yeah, I wonder what things will happen, though, with regards to triple nonce. Yeah, go away, triple nonce. Go away, triple nonce. You could go away, man. You get lost. Get lost, you Venables. You know your name is Venables. Get lost, Triple B. Yeah. Triple R, you're a nonce. You're going to get found out, man. Good on you. Good on you. Gumara is really good. Those guys are ruthless. Yeah, what's the guy called? He started off soft, didn't he? Yeah. Jenny. Yeah, they were ruthless. I mean, the great thing about that series was you can be a real big. Yeah. You could be a real big. What's it called? You could be a real big character, right, and really important, and then boom, you get whacked like that, like real life. First scenes of Gomorrah is great, yeah, real strong. I think I can't remember how many scenes there were, but it starts to get a bit weird and a bit agenda based, and they go to it's like all these series. They start off real good, and then there's some reason why they produce 5 series or more. I can't remember. There's some reason to do with publication or licensing, right? And what's his face? Gomorrah, like a lot of these Sopranos and all these other ones. What was that one where they had Mark Wahlberg and there's a group of lads or whatever, you know, Pizza Boy and all that. Again, they get Breaking Bad as well. They get worse for the final couple. Please make it Gareth. Yeah, well, I've done a couple, Ramel. I just need some new information. If there's any news come up. Who wins, Emperor Michael or Sonny Edwards in a fight? How many rounds, bro? What do you have to say? Do you like any? I love Indian food or whatever they call it. I mean, I mean, Bangladeshi. A lot of it's Bangladeshi food. Yeah, I've had a lot of jerk chicken recently. Yeah, sunny all day. Most probably. I mean, he has got a big weight advantage, Michael, but he's not a particular puncher. Jesus Christ, I'm off you. The Good Shepherd saved Michael from the mafia. Yeah, 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 yeah. I hope so, and I hope he's real about it. You know, I've got one of his books, which is good. About it's quite hard to find. It's quite a small booklet thing. You know, it's kind of limited, I think, but I found it on Amazon for quite cheap. So, Michael Francis never had the makings of a varsity athlete. What do you mean? Chicken dinner. I'm hoping Corey wins. Really? Why is that, brother? I mean, I would really, as a boxing fan, I would hold my head. I know people would piss with Tyson. It would send the boxing. It would look awful. It would send the current situation to a spiral. We've seen Usyk and Fury hugging. Possessing Daniel Crawford says, "What recently? Is that right?" Am I dead? They only did 4 or 5 series of Gomorrah. They didn't ruin it. Yeah, there's a bit of transform and a bit of fruitiness, and then there's also the story gets a bit weird when I think it's Jenny has to escape into a random place, or one of them main characters in a country. I don't know if it is Jenny. It might be another one. What's the other one? L'Immortal. Was it him? And L'Immortal dies, but then he comes back. They obviously killed off L'Immortal, and then I can't remember, man. I need to watch it again. Bare Knuckle, who wins out of you and Emperor Michael? I mean, come on, bro. Don't ask silly questions. Mark, celebrating 6 months off the booze with an M&S curry. Lovely, man. Oh, well done, brother. I mean, you could treat yourself better if you wanted to with a nice, real curry-ass curry. But, man, I'm glad you feel good. I've been 6 weeks off the booze. I missed it at all. You got to change the way you think. You got to change your lifestyle. But I did it. I can't remember the Chinese being going. Yeah, do you remember there's that guy who's a top assassin or something, and he goes to a party, right? And he's going out with a transformer, and they all make fun of him, and this guy goes nuts and whacks a couple of them. As I said, it's a bit quite longer I watched it, but Mexican cartels would mess up the Albanian. The Mexican cartels are all brutal and evil, but you can't really compare them because they're in different lands. Mexico is just the Wild West, bro. Europe, you can't act like that. And believe me, the Albanians put in that circumstance would be just as brutal if they had to be. There's no doubt. I had some good Albanian friends, as I said, they're great dealers back in the day. And what's funny though, they're real cool, real chill, right? But when they lost it, they'd lose it, man. Or they'd be sitting to you in the car, they'd be giving you a little tings, and they go, "Oh, do you want a lift?" "Oh, yeah, go on, give us a lift." So you go for a lift, right? You go for a lift somewhere, and they drop you off, and then suddenly their girlfriend ring, and they start yelling at them and shouting at them, or their cousin would ring up. Yeah, the Albanians are more militant. They're more well, I don't know. They're more militant. Yeah. Do you think? I mean, the Mexican ones are just ruthless. They rule for terror and ruthlessness. But they have a weak police force there. They have, and the poor people, they can just manage to wrap around their fingers and terrify. It's not like, you can't do that in the UK and in Western Europe in the same way. So they couldn't even do it in Russia or Eastern Europe. Mexico's a fun place. I kind of like Mexico. I've been there years ago. Chicken dinner, just sick of Fury's cherry picking his fans, saying his best when he's only fought 2 real names and ducked the rest. I mean, there just aren't that many good heavyweights at all around, and often that's the case. I mean, yeah, I kind of agree, but he's also done some good things, like come back from being a fat, disgusting pig, and he's given us those wilder fights, which are amazing. Whatever anyone says, I just wish he could, I wish he could take on Gajay and Usyk, What's up, Chubby? Yeah, I'm okay, brother. Been to the gym. The Cartels just have bigger numbers than any mafia outfit in America or Europe. Right, yeah, numbers is very important, and they've got so many people under them because they're scared of them, and they'll kill their families and they'll skin them alive. I mean, horrible stuff, man. Chinese have been arming the Mexican cartels. Wow, with many great horror after buying up Venezuela and other South American assets. That is very interesting. When you say the Chinese, Do you mean people affiliated in some way to the government or villains? I think probably affiliated to government, right? Some guy goes, I lived in Mayco. For a year, the birds love the white quarry. Birds everywhere in the world love the white quarry. It's only that in the Western countries they're dissing because the elitists they're trying to take away ethnic pride and nationalism, and they want rid of white people because white people will fight against them to some extent. And it's been their plan for ages. But so they'll be. Listen, man, you go to any country in the world, and you're a white guy, and the locals love you, man. That's Africa. African women love white Corey. I mean, I don't know. This is not a Corey channel, right? Piss Bros. No, I mean the CCCP are arming the right because they want to aid pushing drugs to Western world. Yeah, I've heard that theory. I mean, all the fentanyl and stuff like that made in Chinese labs. So that's how they're going to destroy Western power and the United States. I mean, the thing is, they're all sick, right? And they all have to answer their elites. Somewhere. Look. Funnily enough, go and look who Mao Zedong was big friends with, and were very involved in the revolution. It's kind of eye-opening, man. Very eye-opening. Yeah, look. This is what's happened to This is what's left with the triple rapist, the triple Venables. Look at him, fucking wrong. I can't believe his channel's still there. But that he kind of, I don't care about the mug, but in the sense that he's just a degenerate. But the fact that, with what he's done, he's put up pictures of him harassing, 14-year-old girls, filming at swimming pool bars, filming, he's saying to a homeless, but he's talking about, it's disgusting stuff, graphic stuff. And they go, oh, you've got a daughter, have you? And he what he does, if people put on this channel and his own channel, he will make complaints on every single little comment to try and get it taken down, and the videos. So give him a taste of his own medicine. I've been banned from commenting because of that idiot. One demonetized. So make sure you like, because he's just a little channel, so he ain't got that much power, blood. So give him a taste of his own medicine, people. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Go to his channel, give him a taste of his own medicine, because loads of people here, Michael Maloney, loads of others have been stopped from commenting. My boy MJ Boxing, because of his grassing. So go deal with him, man. Next goes friendly, strong ties to Ireland. Chucky Ola. Is that true? He got strong ties to Ireland. Well, Canelo's mother seems to have strong ties to Ireland. Believe that, because Canelo looked like Irishman blood. I think the Irish gene's quite strong. It resurfaces, right? Yeah, I think there's probably some Irish, but they had some Irish fighters, didn't they? Some mercenaries or just fighters who fought on the side of Mexico vs the United States. So they would have interbred, right? Am I right? I watched a video on YouTube about that Marine guy who's going about humiliating cartel members, making them wear dresses. Whoa. They don't know that. I'm just called the Marine. No, I'm going to write that in my book, bro, because that sounds kind of crazy, man. And, it makes me think, what's going on there? Is it some setup? Is he being protected? Because that sounds extremely dangerous. The Marine. Humiliating. I'm going to put cartel members. Triple people. Yeah, if you did. You know what? I need to do that as a video. A separate video. I need to put a video of that excellent ritual. Yeah, that nonce. Yeah, well, his channel needs to be shut down. He's a wrong'un. He's possibly, the JV guy. He creeps on young girls, underage girls. Yeah, he needs to be finished, man. You know what to do with him. I'm not giving no one advice, but you know what to do with him. Some guy that fentanyl's a Chinese pound for revenge for the opium back in Victoria. Yeah, man, the opium wars were nuts. Oh, they won't teach you about that in British schools. Yeah, and the British East India Company, what they did over there, man. I've only learned a bit of that, but there's some good books in it. Yeah. Let's not forget what Triple R did that kid on Royal Chat all those years ago. He's a sick man and chose everyone. He's never denied it, has he? Canelo's conquistador blood running through his veins, mate. Yeah, but conquistadors are rarely ginger. I would say that a lot of Irishmen fought. Well, not a lot, but a significant number of them fought for the Americans during the Mexican-American War. Black Collar, yes. What up, Triple? Yes, a Black Collar. What's up, brother? Yeah, just that wrong, and Triple R has been trying to attack your channel as well. and MJ Boxing. He's a real grass, so he grasses comments and tells, yeah, this guy needs to be finished for good. So, you know, you guys know what to do. You know what the expression is? Give him a taste of his own medicine. You know, it's Paddy Bowie. He certainly looks like it. Christopher Harkus. Hello, brother. I don't think Fury's taking this too seriously, but he's been in their camp for 12 weeks. What was he in his last couple of fights? Also, you did notice they were both wearing their full clothes, which at least is another 4 or 5 pounds. You can hide metals in there and stuff, to be honest with you. That's right. I'm not going to read that, but yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. No one knows who he is, but seriously, he has a power because he has a Marine unit behind him. Oh, the Marine guy. Man, I want to find out about it. It's just super interesting. Find out his name. Am I dead yet? Possibly not. It'll be definitely JV. I mean, it's very weird. I've had people that have found the images, right? And they go, this is identical. What did I miss? Oh, no, brother. Just chatting. But that Triple R has been grassing a lot of people up, so I'm just keeping you informed so you know. Yeah, and you know, loads of guys who are on here, they can't comment because he's been grassing. If they go to his channel and call him a wrong, and then he's he needs to taste his own medicine, and yeah, so you know, I suggest everyone gives him a taste of his own medicine. You know, you can't grassing the grass isn't a problem; it's completely acceptable. You said they were rarely ginger, but Hernan Cortez, the right hand man of Alvarado, was fair skinned, ginger, a ruthless chat. Yeah, I mean, they say Mohammed was ginger as well. And if you go to Syria, there's loads of ginger people. They're not quite as pale, but yeah, the ginger people are, you know, that gene's strong blood. The triple chin drinking tons used. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about this idiot that much. You know, he's tried his best to try and get a fight out and try and do this and try and do that and whatever, man. You know, whatever. But I can't believe that after his creepy videos, that hopefully people should be grassing because he's a grass. So yeah. So I can't believe he's still around. You know, and none of his stories makes. He didn't have a story. Why does he have that big house on his own to buy and spend money on hookers, new phones? He just had a nice new phone, brasses, weed, going to town when he hasn't got a job. Well, because he's got the money from the whole protection program. You don't get paid universal. You don't get universal credit on protection program. You get a proper normal wage of about 35k. Muhammad is white and ginger. According to some stories in the Hadith, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm not interested in. I mean, you know, it's not. I don't follow, but there's a lot of gingers in Syria. I'll tell you that much for sure, and around Lebanon and stuff like that. Blondes as well. Yeah. Many reports of Conquistador that when they overthrew the Mayans, they found a cave the natives were worshipping contained 2 20-foot skeletons sitting on stone thrones. That's correct. There's a lot of weird stories about that. A lot of these, there's a lot of Victorian pictures and stories of these massive giants, and there's still one in Ecuador which you can visit, and they're taken away from an institute who said, "Oh, we're going to take them away for research purposes." Never heard again. And a lot of these. There's also there was a story of a ginger giant in a cave in Afghanistan. Have a look about that. A lot of these giants were allegedly ginger. It's quite weird, and I'm talking about different myths or whatever legends from a completely different part of the world. Yeah, the giant thing is very interesting, and of course the Bible says the Nephilim, they're men of renown, giants. And Goliath, and you still sometimes see some absolute monsters, and they interbred, and yeah, it's a big story, man. When people came to town and asked who Muhammad is, his followers would say, "You're a white man over there." Is that right? Okay, well, there you go, man. I mean, you know, the Smithsonian Institute. That's right, Shane Bong. The Smithsonian Institute stole the giant bones. Go and have a look about all these Victorian. You'll get some that are deliberate fakes. Usually, when they fake pictures, you'll get these massive giants. Oh, this is a picture of a giant who walked around Mongolia or whatever, but they will deliberately try and muddy the waters, but face it. But there were skeletons, but so many pictures, especially in Victorian times. And you remember, right? In Victorian times, when they first had access to photography, right around then, so they took all these pictures. So, Pierce Brosnan. Oh, this is about the Kandahar giant. Kandahar giant, right? Yes, that's right. French army, and there was talk all over the camps, and the Kandahar giant was killed in Afghanistan. Have a look on the Kandahar giant. It's nuts. It's nuts. Nuts. The 5,000-year-old mummy in China, ginger and white. Some of the Egyptian kings and that, and queens were ginger. I mean, I don't know what it is about the ginger race, guys. Dan Morphy, the Irish were fighting with the Yanks, with Tianks. And then they seen it was young and started fighting with Mexicans against Tianks. Yeah, that's right. Now they have a parade in Mako every year to say thanks. Okay, there you go. I told you, man, the Irish were fighting on the side of Macons in the Mexican American wars. But if giants existed at one time, why do they just suspect? Well, you can say they don't. A lot of them were killed, right? Because they were dangerous. Yeah? They would eat humans. They would kill livestock. They were in caves and they were very powerful. But and you could say they're still there with the genes. I mean, look at people like Yao Ming and Nikolai Valuev, and it is strange. I mean, it's not something right. I need more information. I can't 100%, but it seemed very likely that there was giants. And like I said, in the Bible, not just in the Bible, right? In a lot of ancient books of all different cultures around different parts of the world, like Iraq, Mexico, South America. Look at the Ecuadorian giant, by the way. I can't remember the name of the museum, but they've all got these legends, right? Smithsonian. Pearson is a very red-pilled man. Smithsonian just only hide evidence evolution is BS. Yeah, in all 10 people working. Absolutely. Thank you. Red pill dropped right there in the house. What do you know about that, homeboy? Giants were killed off mostly in the Great Flood. Sorry. The rest were killed off because they were cannibalistic when hunted by man. Right. Okay. Nephilims, correct. There was still, alleged to be some. There's places like, right, especially be the abandoned place like Afghanistan's huge and it's very desolate areas of it. Same with, and the places to hide. Same with, you think about North Russia. Some of these places are freezing. There's hardly anyone living there. Places in the north of Canada. These are the kind of places where if they exist, I'll be there. The oldest writings. Hello, Bagman. What are you saying, blood? The oldest writings we're going to talk of it as a land of giants. Yeah. So many old stories from Native Americans about the tribes being attacked by giants. Yeah, and Native Mexicans and South Americans, and and then people go, oh, it's just old legend. I say, well, okay, fine, but you know what? I mean, you're just going to wipe that away, disbelieve everything when they have these patterns again and again. Answers kill the giants, and that's mainly it. Yeah. Shane Vogels, come on, brother. Obviously, you're a very good donor, so I put out the giant. Oh, come on. That's something triple grapist would say before he starts asking about people's daughters, right? That wrong one. Iraq was invaded partly because Saddam found the remains of the giant king Gilgamesh. U.S. Marines retrieved the body. Well, I've got to have a look at this, man. This is one thing I haven't checked out, but I mean, I know a bit about Gilgamesh, but not enough. Because, when it comes to red pills and stuff like that, right, these things are always very interesting, and they're super interesting. But the more important ones are finding out what they're doing financially, what they're doing to put the mark of the beast, how they're manipulating people, and what's happening in the modern world. And that's what interests me more. But I love hearing things. So yes, Marines, Iraq. Yeah, that's cool, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah. There you go. Bagman says the epics of Gilgamesh. That's right. Shane, the dogs will be like this. Please, no, it's not with that Corey business. I don't know, man. I mean, people always like, do the giants have huge slongs, or do they? I don't know. I don't know that. You better ask Tyson Fury. I mean, Tyson Fury's apparently 6'9", or he's not. He's 6'7", right? 6'7.5" at the most. And he hasn't got a big core. He's got a small core. He keeps on talking about it. And what about a guy like Yao Ming? Because he's Chinese and they're not alleged, DNA, and they don't have that big core. But did Yao Ming? What about Nikolai Valuev? Have you seen the EU bringing out a new cryptocurrency to replace real money? No surprise to me. I mean, what is it? The CBDC. I mean, they will eventually bring out a global currency. This is just the first step, right, with the EU. So it's not a surprise to me. But thank you for telling me. But we got the CBDC, right? NJ Boxing, thank you for the 199. Like, looking forward to. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. A lot of fights. I've got a lot of money on it, man. I just hope I cash. Andrew, thank you for the £10. As I said, the Fury and Ngannou fight go. I said 5 to 8 rounds. Chris Williamson in the house. Loved the videos. This Insta skip. Thank you, brother. See, Hatton knows about this channel. Don't think that Hatton doesn't know. Oh, Cam Belland as well. I think Cam Belland blocked. She'll be on Twitter, actually. They all know, man. They all know. And you know that Chelsea, whatever, is going to be. I think my vid got demonetized because you know her. She'll be checking on herself all the time. All the time. It'll probably come up on Google. Let me have. What's the sket's name? I want to find out if it comes up on Google. If the shit will be, which it will. Yeah, Robert Wadlow, the tallest man recorded we know. He was nearly 9 foot. Yeah, 8 foot 11. The giant. I think he died at 22. I mean, this guy was just something else, but he couldn't. You know, he was very unathletic. He couldn't walk properly and this kind of stuff. One more country will never succeed. Well, nothing will ever succeed ultimately because God will bring it down. Yeah, but you know, for a bit, we'll live in some terrible times, man. Robert Wadler was a mere child compared to Rizzo. I mean, some people have something that some giants are up to like 30 foot tall or something. I don't know. I don't know. And they say, oh, there's no way the humans could be that tall. They'd fall to be. And I said, well, hang on, mate. You tell us that they were like T-Rexes that were that big. So the T-Rexes can be that big, be athletic, violent, but the humans, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. Goliath was an enemy warrior. That's right. He's fierce and bigger than us. David was a young shepherd. He trusts the Lord to protect him. Yeah, and he's boom, done. Also, Goliath had some brothers who were also giants. Goliath wasn't the only giant, weirdly enough. He's an 8 foot tall Roman emperor, Maximum Thrax. Oh, I'm going to put that out. Where's my book? Maximum Thrax. Yeah, I'll have a look at that, man. The Lord will return with a vengeance. It's going to be fire and brimstone worse. It's going to be, and I feel the problem is that some believers will be wrapped up by this. I mean, certainly we have to put up with the horrors of the end times. You know, it's not. It'll be glorious eventually, but it's going to get real bad before it gets good. What's the time? It's on about an hour. Sweet. I haven't eaten much yet. And I need to do some preview videos. Maximus Jenkins is bigger than Maximus Thrax. Maximus Jenkins, what a blood clot he is, man. The righteous will join the ranks of God's army. Yeah, that's true. The problem is, you see, you'll get, and obviously it's predicted, you'll get division of families and friends because you'll get families and friends that don't follow the Lord, and then the ones that do, and they're going to be against each other. But that's all predicted, and it's not exactly surprising, right? So, you know. Oh shit! I was going to bring something up. I want to show you guys some stuff. I said I would going through some old stuff in the basement, so I found some wicked stuff, man. Some old boxing memorabilia. I'll show it next time, man. I'll show it next time. Yeah, you know what? Like, does anyone know? Because I've looked and I can't find it. But you know, if you want to block a channel from showing up on your channel, can you do it? Because like I can't. Right? I can't seem to do it. They said you used to do it, but now you can't do it really. And it's like I want to stop seeing the Ariel Hawani channel. It comes up all the time. Sometimes I just leave it to play, you know. So it plays a few videos, and I just see, would it be this idiot's coming up all the time? My boy Shane Bong goes, I didn't have to do it, bro, but always there. £30. Think I'm smoking greens and also drinking ale. What kind of ale, bro? I have to be honest. I'm not a very big ale drinker. I like lager. My favorite is red wine, but you know that's bad for the hangovers and stuff, isn't it? But yeah, thank you very much again. As usual, Shane Monger's there in the house, smoking green. What kind of green is it? I'm never that snobby about green. I said, just give me the green and whatever, man. I'll feel it. I just want to get high. Back when there's a book from the 12th century called The History of the Kangs of Britain. It says giants brought the Stonehenge stones to Ireland and Merlin brought them to England. I mean, there's loads of old stories there. Shane, ale is for winter. Yeah, I mean, I do quite like it sometimes, but when I'm sitting in the pub, I'll generally have a lager. But obviously, cold lager is obviously more of a summer drink, but still, I like Shiraz Red too. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Cal, I can't put that up for obvious reasons, but yeah, okay. You need to click on the three dots below. That's what they said. Is that maybe it's just because I'm using an iPad and an iPhone, I can't do it. But maybe you can do it on a PC, so I'll have to have a look at that. Is that right? Can you tell me that, Taylor? Have you seen the size of the giant redwood trees in California? Yeah. And there's loads of other stuff, like these massive, right, structures that have been built and these huge steps and stuff. People are like, how do they build this at the time? I don't know. Then click on don't show again. Oh, so it still works. Is that a PC thing? They don't need to get on a PC, blood. Shane Moggles on the Madagascar vibe, yeah. Dinosaurs built the pyramids. Dinosaurs don't exist, blood. Never did. Yeah, I'm just going to give my boys Shane Moggles smoking green and also drinking ale. Just bigging up again to the 1333. Again, Shane likes his creepy numbers, but I'm protected, so it doesn't bother me. Yeah. Yeah, how's Michael Maloney? I think Michael got on it. Give over £90 or something. Yeah, obviously, YouTube took their ting undeservedly, but and I think he partied him. Yeah, got his drink on and his ting on and got some piece off pum pum. I watched the dinosaur, then I watched Miami Vice. I'm not getting that reference, brother. Oh, my back's sore. I actually did some decent exercise. Boom boom shakalaka boom boom. Ew, shaka boom. I said, everybody said, what's that noise? I said, ew, shaka boom. I said, what's that noise? Pussy hole. Was it Apache? Boom shaka laka, do the arnim, Tony, boom shaka laka. Apache Indian, right? Back in the day. Right, come on, guys. Let's have some boxing questions. Let's have some boxing questions. Let's have some boxing. What do people think about? I'm going to have to do a video. That's why I'm not going to spend too much longer. What's time now? Right, I'm going to do half an hour more because I want to do some previews on the fights tonight. And I think the most interesting one, obviously, to watch is Wardley Adelaide. I'd like to see what people think about that. Also about Bakoli Takam, because in the awesome shape Takam is and what a pig Bakoli is. Here come the hot stepper. Word him up. I'm the lyrical gangster. Word him up. That's the one, man. The professionals on Miami Vice. Miami Vice, man. Come on, blood. Just the way they dress. Come on, man. Crocky had a pet alligator. Did he, man? It's possible on an iPhone or PCs. Okay, that's weird because I only had a quick look, right? And I was like, I couldn't. What's the word? I couldn't make it work. I kept on hitting them dots, and they would never give me the option. Back when Woody Adelaide's message, I agree. What do you think will happen, brother? Mark said, Allah said that when he worked with him for 1 day 3 years ago, he said he was a very powerful man who learned quickly. Tyson Fury has obviously paid this man to put up a show, nothing more, not risky. Martin, who are you talking about here? He said when he worked with him for 1 day 3 years ago, he was a very powerful man who learned quickly. Tyson Fury has obviously paid this man to put up a show, nothing more, not risky. They talk about Ngannou. Come on, man. He's seen on the pads. He's whack, man. Remember the original Nutter, Shy FX. I can't. The Usyk catch up. Crook had a pet alligator and what's the other thing? Was that a lion or cat? Pierce Morgan. I'm only joking. Oh, monkey. Oh, okay. Tubbs. Crockett and Tubbs. Yeah, Tubbs had a nice, the old school, Jerry curl thing going on, like Easy E. That easy Jerry curl tang. I bet that makes your pillow greasy, right? Make sure everybody gives the Triple R a taste of his own medicine because you can't act like that and have no crimination. You can't act like that and ruin people's channels, ruin individual people's accounts, and there not be a price to pay. So make sure that man pays. Look at bomb o'clock. Look. That's what left him. You see, he's got his creepy glasses. What an idiot, man. Jericho and suit is how I dress as African. Yeah, bro, that was a wicked, man. The Miami look, man. You look, them pastel colours, pinks and sky blues, cyan blue with jerry curls and glasses. Man, them two are bad, man. Elaine 6 rounds 7-1. Okay, I'm going to check on that. To make sure it's correct. Because, Martin, you said, I think we're wrong on the price another time. So, Adelaide, sorry, you said the Adelaide KO is 4-1 or 5.0. Adelaide rounds 1 to 6 is 9.5. 9.5, brother, you can get at. So you can do better than that, man. Sorry, Adelaide 1 to 6, 9.5. So that's 8.5 to 1. You work it out from there. You get that Paddy Power, Will Hill, Betfair, right? So that's the price you want to go for, bro. Well, John Fury ended up in the sales. Oh, yeah, he's kicking off in Saudi. Nah, man, I'll look after idiots like him. They might make I don't know, man. He might have to pay a price and he might have to, you got to pay back the Illuminati. But John Fury, Matt Tyson be the biggest fight after. Come on, man. Don't be it would be a joke. It's not going to happen anyway. What I tell you what, like that John Fury, right? He was awful on the pads. He looked flabby. In the last few months, his body's he's still flabby, but his body's changed shape a bit. His shoulders look really broad. He looks like he's been on the pads, bro. But I don't know, man. Why would Tyson bother? He's got to be a good payday. I mean, John Fury's making a bit of a name for himself as a tool. CLM Corey Laz Mata. Yeah. What round would Fury beat and gone? Well, if you wanted to, you could beat him in the first. If he was, I mean, Nuri Safiri. I mean, that was his comeback fight. He got stopped in the 4 rounds. Yeah. I mean, you play with him and stop him early if you wanted to. Even if he's been careful, he's stopping within 5. But I think he's going to carry him for a bit. He's definitely on the peds as well. Yeah. Oh, John Fiore. Oh, for sure. Yeah. He's having a, what do you call it? An Indian summer, isn't he? He's having an Indian summer, like, you know what I'm saying? An Indian summer. But he loves it as well. He's a horrible man as well. So narcissistic self. You know what he said about the guy who's eye targeting? He goes, he's got to not in court. He's like, I'd give anything. They could take my eye. So, but I give anything to give him his eye back. No. That's what he said in court. Outside of court, he goes, so what? He's got another eye, which by the way, he also tried to. He's got another eye, but I've only got one son who I want to make heavyweight champion, and I'll be in prison. He was only in prison for. He's a real wrong. He's on the hedgehog diet for a time. I like hedgehogs, man. I don't like the idea of eating them at all. So, And Gooby's quite tough, but no way can he protect against the volume that we thrown him at the 4th. Listen, Stipe Miocic, admittedly with 4 ounce gloves, but Stipe can't bang. And it's 40 pounds less than Tyson, or maybe 50 actually. Hurt Ngubin in the first round, if you watch the second fight. And as soon as he hurt him, I'm like, oh no, don't go forward trying to end it. And he did. He just got leveled and fell on his own leg. Right? So, yeah, I mean, he's got a big head. He probably is quite tough, but he'll gas as well. He went on the pads the other day and he was gassed after being on the pads, for crying out loud. Come on, man. He ain't got a hope. He's terrible. He's just a man, don't get me wrong. Even MMA, he's not good at MMA. He's just massive with a big punch. That's it. He's not exactly a skilled MMA fighter, is he? I mean, the heavyweights in MMA are never that skilled anyway, especially the heavyweights, man. You look at how well some ex-NFL guys do. They don't even have a martial arts background. Like, the heavyweights often it's about raw power, but what good heavyweights have there been? John Jones has moved up, but he's only had 1 fight. I mean, Fedor, yeah, but there haven't been that many good heavyweights. Brock Lesnar won the UFC title, didn't he, in his 2nd or 3rd fight? You know what I'm saying? Stipe, the old fireman, yeah. I quite liked him, but and he probably had more defenses than anyone, didn't he? Stipe, he's won more heavyweight fights, championship fights than anyone, I think. I mean, Goober will be the African Pete, but only if Fury wants to finish it. Tyson's the kind of guy that can't carry anyone. Yeah. Stipe fell on his. I mean, Mike Tyson can't carry people, but Tyson Fury certainly can. He doesn't mind. Stipe fell on like George Groves in front of 8,000 women. Yeah, I don't know how many people there were for the Stipe fight. And Ngannou was always gassed by round 2 in the UFC anyway, right? Stipe beat him up like a small kid. I mean, I don't know why Stipe came in so. Huh? I think he was told to lose. Really, you've had your time. You're told you got to lose. He came in like way lighter as well. And Gooby outweighed him by like 35 plus pounds. Because you remember, like, unlike boxing, UFC has a heavyweight limit. I think it's 260 or 265. You can't be above that, right? So you can actually rehydrate as a heavyweight, which is crazy, right? And Gooby looks like I travel. Work for Dudley Council, 6 months working. You cannot pack here. Let me tell you this for nothing. There will be a packing ticket. Mike Perry is the best African fighter. Yep, he is. Mike Perry is the best African fighter, definitely. And then Caleb Plant is the best African boxer, African American boxer. Yeah. Ngannou's story is class though. From the Copper Mines of Congo, immigrant hopping the fence to make Europe, makes me root for immigrants. Come on, man. Yeah, firstly, do you actually believe that? They make these things up. These entertainment, these celebrities, are all part of the agenda to push it. Oh, we're getting on to loving Gubin and say how brave he was and he was starving in Cameroon. Oh, come on, man. He's from Cameroon anyway, not Congo. Did he go to the mines in Congo? I don't know, man. Don't believe that's nonsense, man. He's probably shipped over by the government. Still think Wilder hits harder than Gooby because of how fast he... Of course. He can wind his right. Of course. Gooby doesn't look that big a hitter if you see him on the pads. Right? Yeah. I believe Gage hits harder than Gooby. And Gage can hit fairly well. Jonathan Wilder's got his metal rods in his arm. Some people say that's why he hit so hard. After he had the operation, they got the metal rods in, boff. And suddenly he started knocking everyone out. So you notice Gooby is quite narrow shoulders for giving his build. He looked very different at all PDs. Well, you can see there's pictures of him before the PDs. It's like seeing Fabrizio Verdun, right? Before he went on the peds, right? It's completely different, man. Do you think any boxer made a big mistake? I mean, there must be loads, right? But I have to think about it. I mean, those guys lost their prime. Dave Allen will regret. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to be world class, but he will regret not training properly. It'll be too late by then. Should be escaped the Siberian gulags. Oops. I was having to mind salt his bare hand for 12 years. That's right, man. So what about me, homeboy? Congo blood diamonds, disco. Is that right? Did he do that? Okay. Yeah, I think it's nonsense, man. Dan Murphy. Fair play to Ngannou. You'll make more from this one fight, UFC fight. Right. Dana is the white Don King scum. Dana is scum. And he manages to control it because he's got... Right. It's not... The UFC is not... See, it's a promoter and it's a world governing body. And basically, it's a matchmaker and the manager, even though they'll say they're not the manager. Now, there's protections in boxing by the Muhammad Ali Act that doesn't allow you to do all those things, but not in MMA. So he controls those fights so well, pays them nothing. But UFC is the only global... I mean, I know they got the PFL, but Bellator. Those guys don't get paid. The one in the Far East, no one cares about that. There's only the UFC. You can't assault my hands and swim his way because I don't believe that, man. Mike Tyson fighting Leonard City called out a mistake. Well, you call him fighting Kevin McBride a mistake. But Tyson was shot by then. He made good money. He needed to make money. Joe Gamashi made a mistake fighting Arturo Gatti. Yeah, he sued successfully the local commission. So he's 16 pounds over the day of the fight, and he got absolutely flattened. Yeah, Gamashi. Oof. Yeah, that's a nasty knockout. He fought off the Sharks too. Well, like Paul Sykes swimming in the Bosphorus. For the shots like Paul Sykes clipped them around the bloody aerial. Yeah, see, me and Pierce read the same kind of things on the website. All right, 15 more minutes, I think, because then I don't know what I'm going to eat, but he's then bumped like Paul Sykes. Yeah, boom me out. I wonder who would win in a booming fight between Paul Sykes and John Fiore. Boom me out. Paul Sykes is a better fighter, right? I don't know, man. John Fiore showed quite a lot of technique when he's boom ya. See all the top, including mate Ricky out in Saudi, like that. Yeah, I mean it's so ridiculous, right? So you get all these guys, and it just shows you how there's no integrity in what the press say, And what the stars say, they just follow the NWO, and the NWO have got no integrity themselves. They will just do whatever they want to manipulate people, right? So over there, they're going, oh, you got to that Matty man, you got to do that. And then they're bigging up country where they get stomped to death and it's illegal. I remember the Ricky Hatton, right? This is like the early 2000s, was putting out tweets going, it's great to see Manchester City players wearing rainbow laces so that they can defeat homophobia. I mean, as if a normal working class lad, boxer, tough guy from Manchester is going to say that, man. Me and Chibi on another way, forget about it. We know we read pill blood. John Fury thinks he's Muhammad Ahmad Bruce Lee. He's a mug. Never gets old. I'll bomb you. It still makes you chuckle. I mean, you know, you could say he's provided a moment of comedy. As Ricky bought his new girlfriend. Oh, she's so great. Imagine the diseases, man. Little Musgrave. The only man in the history of mankind to swim across the Straits of Johor. Nobody has ever done it before because of the currents, anything like it. Anything like that. It's sharks. Yeah, my man Paul Sachs. Ricky Hatton could do Dave Courtney if he's pushing us to. Yeah. He's sold himself, so we'll see what happens. Yep, that's right. Fuck the police. A Triple B said it with authority. That's right. Big up to Tommy Fiore for wiping out the fake YouTube boom boys. I mean, he hasn't really. He's one of them now. Ramalef, it was Emperor Michael and Steve Bunce. Well, Steve Bunce has got his biros. He's quite dangerous, so I don't know. It depends whether you're allowed biros. It's all part of the NW plan release. Lawrence of Arabia has a plan coming to action, right? That's a red pill. Lawrence of Arabia. It's all planned for years, brother. You know, I remember when Gid J made mistakes against Ruiz in the first fight. Yeah, you know, that was one of the funniest fights I've ever seen. And also, like I remember, like I said, I won 800 quid on it, saying I was like, I need that money, and I was like, and then he put over Ruiz, and I'm like, oh no, and then Ruiz bop hits him on top of the head, bang goes Gid J's legs. I'm like laughing. It was one of the best fights I've seen. That and the Wilder Tyson Fury ones. Dan Murphy, he went distance to get 2 YouTubers. He legitimized YouTube boxing and delicited his career, basically. Yeah. He keeps on, I'm going to go back to real pro boxing. What? To get knocked out by Ellis Sorrow. Come on, forget about it. He's not doing anything, man. I reckon Fiore could do a longer shift down the mines than Ngannou. Which Fiore? Big John Fiore. There's no man like me. I'm the hardest fighting man in the world, you know. Oh, it's so boring, man. How old is he? 55. Blood clot. He loves it though. He didn't make it, and he keeps on going like me and Barsack producers. Well, yes and no. The fighting genes come from the Gorman side of the family. I mean, Fury. I don't know. John Fury was tough enough, but you know, he didn't score a single KO in his 15 fights. Oh, except Michael Murray, who hurt his arm. You know. How can you, a heavyweight can you be like that, man? Even Sonny's knocked out someone in the first round, blood clot. When can Tommy Fury fight be like, well, I can't say it's something that keeps me awake at night, bro. I'm really not that bothered. Do you hate the YB? I think he's irrelevant. I think he's a liar. He's a scammer. Miles Crouch Anderson, he works for the Vampire Squid. Yeah, he's just a scumbag. He bought a channel. With 20, yeah, I have no 35k views. I don't watch his channel anyway. It's boring, man. But he copies a lot of people's work, and yeah, he's just a fraud, man. So I don't hate him. He's just a bum and a mug. Carl Cheds, get Jay Bentley, that Coogan Rouge, lit him up like Christy. That was one of the funniest things. Quit. He did that thing. He quit, didn't he? And then afterwards, no, what are you doing? Stopping it. Well, bum. Got to admit, I was stitches at Big John's antics. Probably laughing at him, obviously. Yeah, I imagine you were laughing at him, the bum. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Has it been okay to stream? Because I just realised my phone, usually I put the phone on airplane mode because sometimes it interferes. Has it been alright? Probably gets used as a stress relief device in the back room of Goldman Sachs. He's a diversity hire as well. I mean, really, you got hired for diversity quotas. How far I'd like to Roy Shaw, Lim Kane, Cliff Fields do if they became professional? Cliff Fields was a professional at light heavyweight, and he schooled Lenny McLean. Roy Shaw also went professional as Roy West as a middleweight. He's a middleweight. Like he should never have fought McLean. I mean, that's just insane. McLean was a huge heavyweight, super heavyweight. McLean, I don't know. I mean, if you're a big heavyweight, he was PE'd up, and if you'd be taught a bit more boxing, he might have, he would have been area level probably. Maybe he had a British title fight, but that's it really. But Cliff Fields was a good fighter, and he was a light heavyweight. Disco Dave, Yakub messed up my career. Steve Buzz, John Fury, letting off Ngannou. The thing is, Yakub only had a certain amount of time, and what's happening, you can't predict what will happen in the future. For some PBC Showtime ending, like I said, all these big companies or entertainment companies, right? Like HBO, Showtime, they used to dip into everything, like stupid things like Friends, and then have boxing, big time boxing, and show this and show that. Those kind of models are going to be dead. Everything's going to be more niche now. Yeah, there'll be something doing just movies. There'll be someone doing. I mean, there'll be Netflix and all those other things as well, right? When it comes to sports, I think you'll end up having, specific boxing or sports outlets and stuff like that. And we see it with TNT Sports, just sports, right? BT Sports, and that's become TNT, but I mean it's a larger thing. And DAZN, it's just sports, right? So no problems with the stream. Oh, good brother. Reckon Yakub? Oh, I've talked about Yakub. Vic's Vapor Rub on a Souls Your Feet for good night. See, well, that's a nice tip. Thank you, brother. Been a delight to listen to you. Oh, thank you, Shane Boy. It's always a delight. It's been always a delight to talk to me fans. I love it, man. Time just flies, man. You got 10 more minutes because I've got to get my food on. I've got to make some more videos. I haven't done any predictions apart from the Tyson Corey. They don't claim it was a John Corey of his day. I mean, he can still bang. He was a massive man, but he was basically a bully, to what I understand. I didn't know Cliff Shields was professional. Yeah. I think he did unlicensed after he was pro. I'll have a look. I'll tell you. I mean, I know I'm right in the sense that I don't know what level. Was he an area champion? Blood Club. I think Cliff may have fought for an area title or won an area title. Let's have a look here, man. Yeah, come on, you pussy. So I don't take up too much time. I wish it's a shame I'm not quicker at this. But you know what? It's always difficult typing when there are little things like that. Cliff Fields Cliff Field, United Kingdom from Dunstable, Bedfordshire. Is that the guy we're talking about? It says Cliff Field, not Cliff Fields. I think this is the right guy. No, I don't think it is the right guy, this one. Because he fought Billy Aird and Richard Dunn. He was a heavyweight. Hang on, man. I'm talking Cliff Fields, plural. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I get obsessed with these things. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at it again, brother. I'm sorry. But to my understanding, he was a light heavyweight. I may have got that wrong. We'll look into it, man. No ads, was buffing a bit. Oh, I forgot to put the ads on. That's why. Damn it. Oh, well, doesn't matter. So I'll be stalking through the Yorkshire Moors last night with a bin bag in his hand. I don't watch his channel. If it doesn't surprise me, he's a freak, a creep. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, no problem, brother. I assume myself watching the Fury and Ngannou fight tomorrow night. What, you mean doing like a in-play thing? Maybe. Maybe I'll go on afterwards. Maybe I'll just sit back and enjoy the heavyweight fight. There's not like a big heavyweight bill. Yeah, look, it's all heavyweights, right? There's Tama's on it as well. You got some good heavyweight fights. Yeah, the Ngannou Fury's just. I just hope my best will be him to batter Ngannou, but Steve Penn, see the Byron ones, fan barrels. And McKay, great to see this Fury card. There's no women, yeah, thankfully, because it's Saudi though. They still, I mean, they've got that women's development officer in Saudi. They're parading her around at Usyk, but you know. It's proves women's boxing isn't welcome with them. Well, it will be eventually, unfortunately. Get your bagels on, yeah. We know what you're talking about, bloody. These streams are always great. Thanks, Pierce. I'm glad everyone enjoys it. Facts, thank you, brothers. Where's the fight? Saudi. Didn't Ramallah Ali fight there? I thought was that Dubai. I don't think any women have fought in Saudi, but as I said, they've got a women's head of development, don't they, in Saudi? I think I'm correct in saying that. When it's going around, Evan Michael made it to Saudi, got arrested for stealing camel meat sandwiches and olive oil. Yeah, I like this. So Zora SP, the rabbit will destroy Fury. But Usyk, well, we can't talk about this. That's nonsense. Jimmy Sam, a good fight. You give a bit of a push and a pull. Well, he wasn't some wrestler allegedly, but I don't know. I love heavyweight fights because all the big fights, non-heavyweight. I mean, the real big fights like Canelo style ones. They seem to go to the distance all the time. It's boring, man, and they do it on purpose because it wasn't always that way. People used to go for the kill. And since the Mayweather, Oscar De La Homo, what them people, Bernard Hopkins, just boring. But the heavyweights, they're the dogs, top dogs as well. There's a new woman, few women's WWE in Saudi Arabia. Really, is that right? I didn't know that, man. You're right about how everything is niche now, especially because of internet. TV shows and movies are more niche now. I guess it affects boxing too. I mean, imagine, right? If you bought everything, like Amazon, Apple TV. This is in the UK only. I'm talking about Amazon, Prime, Apple TV, Netflix, and all of it. And then TNT, DAZN, Fight TV, whatever. You can end up spending about £200 a month on these stupid channels, man. And they just want you in front of the TV looking at that nonsense, man. Emperor of your son in the streets to win. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, Emperor's got a good weight, makes a lot of difference on the street, man. No, Tyson fights is shame. Oh yeah, he's not here actually. He's probably getting ready for the big fight. Emperor Zhang to dethrone Xi as supreme leader of the universe. Yeah, man. Do you know? I think it was the Ergovich fight when Zhang came up with that Emperor Ming. That was a wicked, man. Greedy belly feast off. Yeah, still a good fight. True. What's True Blood? Savile was a wrestler. He was barred from every girls' school in the country. Was he barred from every girls' school? I think they give him the keys, didn't they? John Fury is so he's a mug, isn't he? I just don't watch his stuff, He was like, look at him being a mug. I said, I can't even be bothered. He's such a fool. I feel sorry for old people who have trouble with technology. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so difficult as well because it depends what area you are, right? But most people, even the middle-aged ones, have learned to use the internet. But for real old people, like my granddad would be like, I can't be bothered. I said, listen, you can send emails, you can find out the latest news. I can't be bothered. It's like now everything will be technology, and these old folks are not really able to know how to deal with this sort. I mean, it's so difficult. Even just getting help for a problem, and they won't know why there's a problem. They'll be downloading viruses, and sometimes I'm clued up. But even I find some stuff difficult to find someone to speak to sort out the problem, stuff like that. Old people aren't able to do that. And scams on their emails asking them for their details. It's terrible, man. How often do you show up on the streets? What do you mean, brother? Well, I'm quite consistently the comments, yeah. Someone said they're struggling to pay the bills while paying £200 a month on OnlyFans. Yeah, right. Can only see a lot of Jimmy Savile talk. Yeah, I don't want to talk about sickness, man. He had a few boxing friends too. Thank you. I used to not show up sometimes, but I travel. Yeah. What do you mean? The delivery blocking you? Return to the Shire. You need to click on all messages in version. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to finish up. So, last few questions. Any questions? I see. I might do a live. I don't know, after the fight, or maybe I'll do it on Sunday. I think it might be quite nice to do one after the fight, right? I think. She'll be doing a boxing show before the year ends. What, you're actually fighting? Nah, man. I mean, I just don't see the point, man. I mean, I'd do it. What would be the point? For money? Firstly, I ain't that bothered with money. I've done enough boxing or fighting. I don't know really. A boxing show, yeah. I don't know, mate. I say like who and why, and I don't see the point really. I don't see the point, man. PBC Showtime ended can be good for boxing. So there are fewer boxing companies, so more fights can happen since more boxers will be under the same umbrella company. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, very much so. Because that's been one of the big problems getting fights made is people under different promotional and TV deals, right? That's one of the big problems of making the big fights. Yeah, good point. What round of the fight finish? I said between rounds 5 and 8 because Tyson will carry him. But if he wanted, he can finish him and give it any time. And then Guba will be utterly gassed, man, after 2 or 3 rounds. Going to watch any cards? Oh, sorry, going to watch cards. Okay, that's different. I mean, for the funds to get your coffee. Yeah, you can buy me a coffee.com. You look below. No, yeah, it depends what comes up. Sonny Edwards if you beat Spam Gonzalez, says he wants to fight Chocolatito in the UK, I'd go to that. If any British cruiserweight was fighting Jay Opataya, I'd go to that. Jay Opataya, my boy, I'd like to see him fight Chris Billingsmith, who I like. I'd like to see him fight Hulk Hogan because he'd batter him. First of all, I don't want to watch that bum. I thought, no, man, he'll batter him. Yeah, I'd watch that. What else, man? Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, the thing is, all the big fights like Furies and stuff is, what happened in Raw would be. That's just too much money to get a half decent seat. There's just no point. But some medium-sized shows, I like going to the Nottingham, place like that. I went to Manchester, Sheffield, places like that. Yeah, I'm down with that. Pierce Brosnan. I hope that's a Pepe toad, blood. I hope that's a Pepe, brother. Watching Leeds. Who would be fighting in Leeds? Ramalef. Who wins Emperor Kugan? Emperor Michael is Kugan Cass. Kugan Cass is big, but he's a coward, so I don't know really. So Mickey Mouse fight, that's all joy. It is though, but what's good about the bill is the undercard. I'll be watching all them big heavyweight fights with interest. All of them. Atama, Bakoli, Joseph Parker, Akuma, what's her name? Makhmudov. Which is the other one? Adelaide Wadley. I mean, they're all either interesting fights or, they're all involving decent guys, man. Was it should be Sam Stroll? No, Sam Stroll is a real person, man. He's he's a Batman from Israel. Well, he's from America. He's American Israeli. Yeah. All people know the technology forced by banks, post office, pension benefits to get online. They're not going to know how to cope. It's terrible. Who wins out you and Sunny over the street? Come on, man. I'm way twice as much. Come on, blood. The February Day fight, yeah, that's one. And it had some decent beef. Adelaide. But one of my fans sent me this. Wait, let me read it. I'd say he's growing on me a bit. He's basically a big thug bully, right? And Wardley, I thought was respectful and nice. However, Mbakir has bought me a beer. Thank you, Mbakir. I will big you up in a minute. Let me just check on this. I just want to read out this one thing, right? So one of my funds says that he met Wardley. Yeah. When he was in Manchester, he wasn't the nicest guy. I thought he was big time, which kind of surprised me. And he probably is big time in Ipswich. You know what I'm saying, man? Probably is big time in Ipswich. So that made me think, maybe Wardley isn't that great. And he hasn't come across that well. And what did Adelaide say? Adelaide said Wardley and himself, and that's Adelaide and Wardley had dinner in His Excellency's house in Saudi. He goes, Wardley was like a man who'd never eaten before. He had juice all over his face. And it was embarrassing. That's quite funny. I mean, yeah, his game has been quite good, Adelaide. So I've warmed to him a bit. But best fight of the night, no doubt. Yeah, just bought me another coffee. Yeah, I just saw that, Mbakir. Thank you so much, brother. Big up to Mbakir in the house, who got me on buycoffee.com, which is, it's not like a rip-off. And I said, buy me a beer. So my boy Mbakir bought me a beer, which is better than a coffee. Thank you, brother. Much love. No homo. Look forward to the Fabio fight. That's the real boxing beef. Yeah, absolutely. But there's still other good fights. The Simon Keane vs. Joe Parker. See what Joe Parker's got left, and he'll be up for it. Keane, and he can punch. I still expect Parker to win in about 5 to 6 rounds. Bakoli's coming grossly overweight against Takam, who looks in super shape. That's now interesting. Pierce Brosnan. Sonny was battered in the streets by 230-year-old Bengalis. Yes, and I've repeated that. He said, Sonny, and he's telling the truth, that Prince Marcel made that up. But then Time Booth also said that he'd seen Sonny appear from an alleyway with blood on his face. What's the truth? Usually they say in between the two. So, Triple V videos are missing, especially with the shorts. There's lots of shorts. So I've taken them down to be remonetized, because they said, you're just taking content and you're not adding anything. I was demonetized for 6 months because of that. So I had to strip loads of vids. I mean, I had a 2 million Tyson Corey video about him sniffing, But I've still got them all, the good ones. So, I had to take down a Eubank one when he's pretending to be a gorilla, this kind of thing. They said, it's not enough of unique content. I mean, most of my channels are utterly unique. They're just victimizing. But so I had to take them down, but, so Where am I? Yesterday's put GAY. There's not many shots. Yeah, there used to be. They don't get any money. I mean, they get nothing, man. You know how many? It was different before. They said, "Oh, we won't give anything for shorts. We'll just give you a few bonuses." I got 13p out of 2 million subs, 2 million views, but he got me loads of subs. So, I actually hate Notts Forest. No, I've been to watch Nottingham Forest, man. I don't hate Nottingham Forest. I'm not a football guy now. I've given it up. That's too bread and circus. So. But Errol Helwani pretends to be a supporter. Juice all respect. That's a baby thing. Go up to Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline video. Can you re-upload? Yeah. Again, I need to decide whether to re-upload these things on Patreon, which I probably will. Where it's slightly more protected, I think. Disco Dave Tucker, yeah, well, he's certainly got a good chance. 6.5. I'd have a look at that, man. Especially the A-Gay and Sunny shots. Yeah, I will. Lee Gilmore, come on, man. You're on your knees in front of your bedroom closet. Who cares what I'm doing, blood? What's it got to do with you, Lee? What's it got to do with you? It doesn't, if I'm hopping on one leg, it doesn't matter. What's it got to do with you, bro? The Parker fight is tasty just because he can punch this guy, but he's chinny as well. That's the problem. Parker's shot to bits. You see, that's where it gets interesting. He's been dropped quite a few times recently and knocked out by Joe Joyce. Shane Bonger's bought me a bit. Shane as well bought me a bit. Blood clot. Yes, Shane Bonger's bought me a bit. Oh, guys, man. That's the generosity of my funds makes. I don't want to cry in public, you know, but this could be. And my boy Michael Maloney as well. I hope you're all right, Michael, if you're watching or whatever. Shane Bonger's always been super generous, super generous. All sports ball is thick and gear. Bread and circus. Oh, what's going on with that? Why can't I put this up? I'll put you a bit. Right. Shane Boggs is in the house, of course. The Ipswich Strangler was the main man of Ipswich. Yeah, he's my famous. Yeah. What's the most you lost in gambling? I mean, I've always made in gambling. 1 year I lost. Hang on. I've only been down once, and I keep a record of everything, which was. So you've been on one bet, £200 is the most I lost. And that's the most I ever put on a bet. I never put more than £100, really. These days, it's only £5 or £10. So the most I've lost in a year was because I stopped. I was doing so well in business that I didn't care. I stopped concentrating on it, and I lost £2,000. But apart from that, I made every single consistent profit. Yeah, that might only be £1,000 a year, but the biggest was 15 grand in 1 year. So, for now, Uprising made 2 videos today that I watched. One about American Shooter, and the other. Oh yeah, that hasn't even got that much. That hasn't even got that much press, which is weird. I'll have a look. Thank you, brother. Parker's shite. The Chef of Grape is worse, and it's not time. Yeah, that's Triple R, man. Like, subscribe. I big you up, Akusi. As Akusi's not here, like, subscribe, and share. The most important is to like to protect the channel from the sickening grasses and go and teach. Remember what I said? That Triple R's been grassing fans, he's been grassing videos, he's been getting fans banned from commenting. Give him a taste of his own medicine. Share, comment, donate. That's right. Like. Like's free. Remember, like's free and it provides, it's good for the algorithm, right? Like Lebanese food. Yeah, they do a lot of them kind of grilled meats and stuff, don't they? I love acoustic. Acoustic's the man, no homo. Yeah, I'm glad you got to add that. Right, guys, I'm going to finish up just because I said I would. I'm going to get some food. My back's hurting. Don't you find Paul Brixton a bit cringe? Oh, super cringe. He does really well on the subs and the views, and that's fine. But it's super cringe, man. But some people find it funny. And because he's so uncontroversial, then they push it and allow him to stay up. Whereas I would never reach those amount of subscribers and views because they're shadow banned. Everyone like you, well, you have an immediate Corey expression. That's right. We're sending Tysina Ferry around for a Corey inspection. Like, guys. And I'm going to close up now. So thank you very much. Peace in the Middle East. Where's that wronging? Where's the burnt? Remember. There's some wrong'uns about. That's what's left of the wrong one. Oh, I've got a wrong way around, I think. Doesn't matter. The man's burnt. But so he's been attacking the channel and also a lot of subscribers by getting them on bans for commenting. So go and teach him a bit of his own medicine. Proper, it's like Big Johnny Fisher. That's right. Triple B finna makes a move for real. Like, bro. Thank you, my boy, Matt. Thank you. I appreciate that. I fed her toast. I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm sure it's funny. Right, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna. I don't think I've got to make these videos, so I don't think I'm gonna spend too much time cooking. I still got some of that jerk left because I made so much of it. But yeah, I'm finna get my food on. I'm not gonna get my drink on. I'm not gonna get my smoke on. I'm not gonna go home with anything to poke on. Because I'm in the basement anyway. Yeah? And I only leave the basement, to sell beef, to sell weed, to smoke leaf, and shout from the rooftop, fuck the police. I've had a Mikado. Thanks for stream, no problem. God bless, laddie. Yeah, it's great to see everyone. Shane Bogus, thank you, man. Enjoy your night, brother. Thank you very much for the beer and 1333, brother. Take care. Always good to see me, pal. Say hi to Slatine and that. Tell it, ask him why he isn't on the show. And we'll see you. Well, tomorrow I'll definitely do a show. All right? Peace in the Middle East, guys.